Hello everyone, welcome to Arteagan Daily Bread, your spiritual board meeting for Monday, May 11th, 2020. I am your Madam President of the Arteagan, Natalee, spelled Natalee. Feel free to stay for all of the psychic tarot, astrology, and Arteagan reports, or feel free to skip ahead as you are guided. I hereby officially call this meeting to order. Okay, loves, into the minutes recap. Take a moment to reflect on this full moon energy that we are all going through. I hope you've been purging. If you have been purging, by purging I mean crying, you've been doing it right. Flush, 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 flush it out. Send it down the drain with those tears, your fears, your worries, your pain, your anxieties. Let it all just flush away from you. Okay, but be the faucet, be that instrument. Okay, when we're crying, we're actually creating and pushing these molecules outside of our bodies. Like we're actually, ejecting that physiological, physical form of that pain or anxiety or fear or what have you. Whatever that scorpionic thing for you is, it's going to be something different for all of us, for everybody. So it's going to hit two different areas of your life. You have your natal chart, which is with your birth time, and then you have your solar chart, which is built from just your sun sign. So if you don't have your birth time and you are a Taurus, then you start your wheel first house at Taurus. And then you know that, okay, well, I know for sure that Scorpio is my seventh house. It's going to have to do with personal relationships. It's going to have to do with one-on-one connections. Or if you're Scorpio rising, what have you, Scorpio moon, whatever, okay, this Taurus, new moon, Scorpio. Okay, so that's one half of the story. The other half is when you have your birth time and you know that other part of it. So Scorpio is maybe your seventh house in your solar chart, but maybe it is your second house in your natal chart. Then that's going to be about money. It's going to be about the finances you have. It's going to be, okay, so it's going to fill in the story for you. So it's really, really important to have your birth time and just to know it, to have it. Into the President's Report, my loves, I am ready for another beautiful week of life, and I hope after we conclude our spiritual board meeting today that you are as well. This week features an incredibly powerful time, an incredibly powerful window opening, an incredibly powerful amalgamation of planetary energies, all being channeled by all of us little individuals here on planet Earth and in the collective. So let's get right into it. Into the Astrology Report, we have the Sun in 21 degrees of Taurus, hanging out in Taurus. We have the Moon in 16 degrees Capricorn. Mercury will be in the 29th degree of Taurus until about 3 o'clock Pacific time, when Mercury will enter Gemini. Okay, that's like around 3 o'clock PST. Mercury will be entering Gemini, from Taurus into Gemini. Venus is in 21 degrees Gemini. Mars is in 28 degrees Aquarius. Jupiter is in 27 degrees Capricorn. Saturn is in 1 degree Aquarius around 5 o'clock p.m. Saturn will station retrograde officially. Okay? Officially. Uranus is in 7 degrees Taurus, Neptune is in 20 degrees Pisces, and Pluto is in 24 degrees Capricorn in retrograde motion. So there's a really interesting thing happening with in the sign of Aquarius. So look at your chart, see where Aquarius falls. This is going to feel tense. It's going to feel pressure. You're going to feel very stressed and very pressured to take an action, to have a conclusion, have an answer, to do something. The early part of the day is going to be the most stressful. So try, if you can, try your very best to deflect pressure away from feeling that you need to reach that conclusion or have that answer or get it done, blah, blah, blah. Because that later part of the day, when Saturn stations retrograde, when Mercury shifts out of Taurus into Gemini, is when you will have more emotional intelligence at the ready. You will have more insight into the answers that that you are really desperate for in the morning, okay? To learn more about this, Astrology 101 is Wednesday, May 20th. If you're an astrology geek, it's what's happening, and this is for you astrology geeks, what's happening is Aquarius is at the very beginning and at the very end experiencing this and they're two totally different energies. So in the early degree, 1 degree Aquarius, we have Saturn retrograding. Mars is at the 28th degree of Aquarius, right about to hit that anorectic degree, right heading into Pisces. So what that means, an anorectic degree is like the 1 degree mark, the 30 degree mark, 0 degree mark. It's when you're at the very beginning or at the very end. And it's an especially potent and especially powerful moment for that energy being expressed. So wherever Aquarius is in your chart, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel this pressure, this desire to take action. That's Mars putting the pressure on. I'm about to leave Aquarius. I'm about to leave Aquarius. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Saturn saying, hold your horses. Not so fast. Totally. It's like whenever I talk about Saturn and Mars, I talk about it as if you are trying to speed with the parking brake on. It doesn't happen. It doesn't go. It's like, it's just totally opposite energies. So wherever this is happening in your chart, whatever area of life this is for you, it's going to be 2 different areas and they're going to be connecting, right? Solar chart, natal chart. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel that morning in the earlier part of the day, that pressure. So try to deflect that pressure. Try to, like in Zoolander, Owen Wilson, when he's like, just like, like Neo dodging the bullets. No. Okay, try your best. Try your very best and expect it. Expect to feel, oh, you're getting communication from someone. Oh my God, something else on the phone. Oh my, everything else is going to be like that. So do your very best to hold out until Mercury shifts out of Taurus into Gemini, where Mercury will be in a better connection with that Saturn retrograde. Mars is still going to be... Okay, now this is just Monday, guys. There's so much happening this week. On Tuesday, Venus will go retrograde in Gemini around 5 o'clock p.m. On Tuesday, at the same time, Mars around 9 p.m., a few hours later, will enter Pisces. That's another day. We're going to talk about it. Tomorrow. But on Thursday, Jupiter around 5 o'clock p.m. will station retrograde in Capricorn, 27 degrees Capricorn. Now, later in the week, it's interesting because the sun, and even right now, the sun is trining Pluto, it's trining Jupiter, but that's going to intensify later in the week. And that's going to be you using your ego, your personality, your drive, your focus, using your focus to really change the reality that you're living in. It's very exciting. It's extremely exciting news. So what's happening with these retrogrades, what's happening with this, the reason why the brakes are pumping right now is to make sure that you're doing this in alignment with your true values, what really matters. This is retrograde week, and you are going to see X's coming out of the woodwork, coming out of my ears, dropping all out of the sky. Also, Venus retrograding, bringing women back into our lives. So that's either feminine energy, that's actual women, mothers, friends, girlfriends, sisters, daughters, whatever, what have you. Or just very important feminine figures, important archetypal feminine energies. So however that manifests, however that comes to you, expect the return. Also love for some of you. For some people, it's going to be love coming back around. So be careful if you don't want that. Just be careful that you'll be okay. I don't even have to say be careful. Also on Thursday is that last quarter moon in Aquarius. Okay, so this Aquarius house is getting a lot of action, a lot of action. And there's a lot of aspects going on. For Monday specifically, the most active in the sky is going to be the sun. Sun trine Moon, Sun conjunct Mercury, Sun square Mars, Sun trine Jupiter, Sun sextile Neptune, Sun trine Pluto. So it's really about this solar focus. What is this? What's Taurus happening? What's remember that new moon on the 22nd, right? I think it was the 22nd. Yeah, it was April 22nd, right? Yeah, April 22nd. All right, that new moon with the sun conjunct Uranus. This is part of the same longer lunation cycle. So with that push-pull between Aquarius energy, and then you have that later degree in Capricorn energy. Reflect on all of these themes. Go back to April 20th. April 22nd, what was going on then? Really, really replay this in your head. This is really good for the astrology nerds to track your own chart, to track your transits, track everything, so that you know how it's working in your chart. I love this. So psychic ability, astrology, tarot, test it. I used to say this all the time when I first started doing this stuff on YouTube and whatnot. Always test it. I just tested it. My astrologer told me regarding moving, she goes, you're not going to move. You're not moving unless your chart's going through trauma. So in April, I was looking at my chart for May 1st and I said, my chart's not going through any trauma. And I still went ahead, tried to plan the move like, I'm going to test it. La 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 la. And look what happened. I didn't move. My chart wasn't going through trauma. It's true. She's right. She's totally right. So always test it. I mean, I like testing. I like to see this stuff work all the time. You guys know me though. So where was I going with that? Hold on. I was talking about the sun. Oh yeah. So just any astrology nerds out there, just mark it. Just keep tabs. Okay. Just keep tabs and just write down the dates of when big things happen to you, or when you have these big epiphanies, when these major shifts are happening. Then you'll know, oh my God, the last time that happened, Venus was retrograde, and Venus is retro. And it's really, really fun to put this stuff together. Be careful, because you can go down this huge wormhole of like astrology nerddom. In which case, welcome to the astrology workshops. But all right, let's go into the psychic report. The psychic report, I've got karma balancing values. Okay, so I talked about that when she downloaded that thing about the quarter moon. So this quarter moon in Aquarius, it's going to be karma happening to balance your values, to balance what's really, it's part of the Scorpio flush, where the flush is on the full moon, and then this crisis, quarter moon crisis, is going to give you an opportunity to balance that karma, to rebalance and refocus on what really matters, what's really valuable. And honestly, it's love. Anything that's not love is a lie. Anything that's not love is not the truth. Practical Magic Level 1 will be Thursday, May 14th. The emphasis, I'm so excited. The emphasis this week will be on lucid dreaming. I'm going to teach you how to lucid dream, astral traveling, and the subconscious. Because I'm not getting on that tangent. So those of you who are not in a Patreon tier where that's included in your monthly, you can purchase that workshop all on its own. It's on the website, thearteagan.com. I'm redoing everything. So everyone waiting for a reading, you will be under your own button. It's called Q-U-E-U-E, very Harry Potter. And I haven't done it yet, but I will. I'm adding another day per week to do personal readings. So everyone's wait list, all that wait's about to get cut down in half. So that's going to be reflected on the website. It's just really, really cool. I love my website. So tickets are on the website. Go ahead there to get that. The Tarot Report, Tarot Talk is Wednesday, May 28th. Same thing. Get tickets there. I'm going to put in the tarot spread for Saturn retrograde because I recorded that already, and then we'll get a couple cards right now. Let's just do for Monday. Let's just zoom right in on Monday. Let's do the first half of Monday, and then we'll do the last half of Monday, because this is really interesting to me, this whole what's going on like day to day, hour by hour. Give us something here. What can we expect for the first half of Monday, please? Be careful. You're going to want to totally press the buy button. You're going to want to buy the plane ticket. You're going to want to go. You're going to want to purchase the thing. You're going to want to, and that's another thing too. I haven't even talked about how this is all happening and playing out on the global level, on the American level. It's just too much, guys. I feel I'm just prioritizing your personal lives above all of that, but just I don't want to go into a tangent. So basically, you're going to want to, like I said, this is exactly what I was saying. Speeding with the parking brake on. Okay. I feel like you're going to want to do something, and then Saturn is very naturally going to put either sense in your head, like sensibility, practicality, or you're going to have to put like a need, like your own needs. This would be like if you want to like buy your girlfriend groceries for her kids because her crazy husband did something really crazy, but you don't have enough money for groceries, but you don't have enough money to pay your rent, but you don't have enough money to, you know what I'm saying? You might want to just, oh my gosh, she's got 10 kids, give her all your money. But it's like, but Saturn's saying, no, you got to pay rent. You're past due on your rent. No, you got to feed your own kids. No, you got to do this. You got to, you know, so you might feel like, oh, I want to go help this person, but I got to take care of my, okay. Give us something for this last half of the day. What can they expect for their last half of the day, please? After this shift, after Mercury gets into Gemini. I love it. Six of Pentacles. You know why I love this? Because over here, you're not in a position. You're not in the position to do it. You're not in the position to give. You've got to put yourself first, even though you're going to want to move forward. But after something happens during the day, I don't know, universe works in mysterious ways. By the end of the day, I feel like you will have enough. You will have enough to share. You will have enough to give. You will have enough to extend. Or you could be the recipient of someone extending generosity to you, extending to you. Okay? We're going to clarify this. Don't worry. Sorry, that was loud. Six of Cups at the bottom. This is what you love. This is nostalgia. This is what your heart really wants, what your heart really cares about. This could be children for some of you. For some of you, it's like you want to shell out for your children and you just can't. You can't risk, you know, some instability to do something for the kids. But by the end of the day, something shifts and you're able to. Let's go ahead and clarify more detail on the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and this Four of Pentacles, please. Are there any other details that we need to know about this? Four of Pentacles, the obstacle perhaps. Oh, the Hermit. Ooh, the Hermit with the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. This is very interesting. This is like, you know, it's speeding with the parking brake on. It's going to make you, it's going to force you to think about yourself, force you to put yourself first, force you to meditate, do the hermit work on, how do I put this? Doing the hermit work. When I say hermit work, I wish I could just insert my long 5-minute talks about the hermit. Enduring this restriction, enduring this pause, enduring this parking brake, if you will, is going to force you to look within at your own resources, at your own self-sustainability. I'm getting the word metal. It's an old word. What's that expression? It's like you have the metal for it. Like you've, not gumption, it's just metal. I don't know how else to say it. But that's what this is about. It's to trigger this growth for you. Wanting to, but not being able to. You're going to also reassess your power. What is power but the ability to do something, right? So you not being able to do something, You not being able to help someone else. You not being able to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, why am I not able to do something? Why don't I have the power to do this? Why is this restriction here? You're going to go and you're going to look at yourself. You're going to look at the role you're playing in the situation and how all the decisions you've made, going however far back you need to, that put you in this position where you want to do this. You want to move forward, push your agenda forward in some way, but not really able to. You're going to assess why and how you put yourself there. And it's to stimulate that epiphany that, oh, I shouldn't have done that 2 months ago. And if this is money, because we have 2 pentacles here, this would be like you blew your money on something superfluous, not anticipating that you would want to put it all into something just a couple weeks later or a couple months later, and regretting when when I worked at the camera shop, it was like one of my favorite jobs. I worked at this camera shop, and it was only a camera shop. Like, we were one of the last camera shops in Chicago that only sold cameras, camera accessories. We processed film, C41. I spliced movie reels. Like, this is such an obsolete life. This is such an obsolete job now. I call it my Quentin Tarantino life because it's the same exact teenage job that he had. And I would splice movie reels together to transfer to DVD. So we did Super 8, 16 millimeter. I would clean movie reels with the vinegar and the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. Loved it to pieces. I also did the photo restorations. I also did the photoshopping because I was the scrappy young computer kid nerd, right? And we did this thing called shoebox scanning, where you bring in your shoebox of pictures and I scan them all in and I rotate them, I color correct them, I do a little bit of photoshopping, sharpening them up, and then they're digitized. They're JPEGs or what have you, 300 dpi, la-di-da. And when people would come in with their shoebox, say, okay, how much is this and what does it entail? And I would explain it to them, and then they're like, okay, how much is that? I say the price, and they go, oh, we're not doing that. Oh, no. Oh, we'll go. I said, hold on now. Let's just think about this for a second. I'd tell them, I'd say, you ever have a really good, commission or sale or an extra paycheck, and you go out on a night on the town, go to the fancy restaurant, you eat the best, thing off the menu, drink the best alcohol, you go and have the best, most luxurious experience. What do you have to show for it in the morning? It's gone. What we're talking about here, you're going to have this the rest of your life. This photo restoration of your great-great-grandparents. The shoebox scanning of all your vacation pictures of your family throughout all the years when your kids were young. I'm a Cancer rising. I mean every single word I say. When I talk about memories, when I talk about photographs, when I talk about the value of holding on to that. That's what this is. You're going to look at this and you're going to go, oh my God, why did I spend that money on that stupid fucking thing when I really wanted this? This is what I value. That's what this is going to be for someone for Monday, okay? Early part of the day. That's what I see for you. Let's go ahead and clarify the last half of the day. The Six of Pentacles. It's Venus retrograding, it's values, it's value systems. It's what do we value? I didn't really want that. I didn't really care about going out. I didn't even care about the high end, the VIP. I didn't even care about that stupid stuff. But now that I need the money to go and do this that I really do care about, it's not there for me. That's going to stimulate some hermit work. Okay, I'm sorry, let's focus on the positive. It's going to get better. Right as I said that too, we do have this Five of Pentacles, which is like a bad word in Natalee's house, okay? We have this Five of Pentacles, ooh, with the King of Swords, Mr. King of Swords himself. And then we have this other glob over here that's really kind of landing on top of this Chariot. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the King of Staves. We have the Magician. We have the Knight of Cups. This is really exciting. This is a major turn. Don't make any decisions in the first half of the day on Monday, today, okay, guys? You're going to want to. You really are going to want to. You're not going to be able to anyway. So don't try to make it happen. You're going to have to burn through the restriction, right? Like let it just like acid work on you and feel the frustration. Because the later half of, this is after, where did I write it? This is after 3 o'clock Pacific time, after, or just look in your own time zone, after Mercury enters Gemini. After Mercury enters Gemini, probably even 5 o'clock after Saturn stations retrograde. 3 to 5 o'clock after 5 o'clock, okay? Pacific time. Adjust it for your time zone. This could be you. It could be someone helping you. But what's so vitally important is that you get a hold of your mind, is that you conquer any sort of victimized mentality, any scarcity mindset, any self-sorriness. Everything that I just talked about, all of that, you experience that for the sole purpose of analyzing where you had been spending your money, your energy, and your attention instead of investing it. That's all. That's all that it's there for. It's not there to make you feel bad about yourself. It's not there to make you feel ashamed of yourself. It's just there to bring this to your attention so that you know where your values really are. That's all. So you don't need to spiral into, I hate myself, I'm so horrible, I'm going to be poor forever, or whatever this is. You don't need to do that to yourself. Sorry, am I talking very forcefully? I feel like I'm like talking very forcefully. This is why people say I'm like very intense. This is how I am like in my relationships. It's too intense. It's too much. It's too much. That's why I love talking to you guys. Because you're like, give it to me. Yes, we want to grow. Our souls want to evolve. We want to evolve past this. And you will. You will. I promise you. You just need to try. Once you start trying, you're gonna build yourself up. And once you build yourself up just like a little itty bit, it's gonna give you that much confidence to build yourself up that much more. And when you see you got that far, you're gonna get confident and you're gonna build yourself double that. But you just gotta start with that little itty bitty little nugget, that little granule of, we can do it. You got to talk to yourself, just like you're going to be talking to yourself in the first half of the day, like, why did I do that? You're going to be talking to yourself at the end of the day. Mercury shifting into Gemini. You're going to conquer this. You're going to conquer your mentality first. That's what you got to get right first. Be generous with yourself first. Get your mind right. Get your strategy together. Because there is a development in a situation coming towards you that will allow you to take action and manifest what is truly aligned with your value system. And you are so happy. You are so happy. You are so happy. Thank the Lord. Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you, Source, God, Universe, the great intelligence behind all manifestation, whatever you want to call it. You just be grateful. You're going to be happy, okay? So it's a whole different outcome from the morning. From the morning, okay? So this all resolves itself. Let's just real quickly. Now, this is values. This is values. This does not have to, For some, this is a love relationship. For some, this is your pets, your children, your in-laws, your cousins, your brothers and sisters, your co-workers, your jobs, your careers, your art, your artist. I'm going to show you exactly how I picked this up. Boop. It's in reverse. Nothing will come of this situation. It's in reverse. Void of course moon energy. Nothing will come of the situation. This is why you need to wait, because in the first, a time to give rather than take at the bottom of the deck. Because in the first half of the day, that's also this Virgo and energy. This is super Virgo energy too. Super Virgo. Actually, you might want to think to channel Virgo energy. You might want to channel Virgo energy, not the anxiety and stressing out about stuff, but the smart part of Virgo, the responsible part, I'm going to save and save and save and save and save for that rainy day, so that when the rain starts pouring, I am going to be okay. That's the earth sign security. That's why earth signs are the way they are. That's why we are the way we are. Because we don't want to get caught out like this. So this is the energy you can channel. You'll be okay. The Nine of Pentacles, you have the resources, you have the individuality, you have yourself. And that is your greatest resource. That is your greatest asset. And that comes through for you when you get over that sadness, when you don't be so hard on yourself for it, when you figure it all out. Once you know the what it is that you should have done differently, you can work to build yourself back up. You don't have to stay in this picking on yourself and letting it spiral into that memory in the 5th grade when so-and-so hurt you, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to go all dark. You don't go to the dark side. You're going to get this under control. You're going to get super King of Swords about this. Geminian energy. You're going to be able to compartmentalize this. You're going to be able to say, okay, wow, I wish I did that differently, but I'm going to take this feeling. I'm going to put that on the shelf because I don't need to feel that right now. I'm going to focus. I'm going to focus. And after this energy shift, you're going to be flooded with good feeling. And for some of you, you're going to be given the tools, this magician energy, you're going to be given the tools to manifest whatever this is that you really do want to do. Like to solve the problem that maybe the morning brings, or this is like coming through in a person or a situation that it resolves itself. And you're like, phew. Crisis averted. Okay? But the lesson was still in that first half when you were like, oh my God, I had been putting my attention into the wrong place when my value is really here. That's the lesson. Okay? Whew. All right, let's get one little love oracle before I hand it over to my other self to explore the Saturn retrograde spread with you guys. Okay? If this is a love relationship, this is someone making a mistake and trying to like fix it. We've got codependency. So for some of you, you're in the morning is going to bring some codependent triggers. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Well, that's weird. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want now so that it comes to you now. That's the later half of the day. Okay, so if you conquer any kind of codependent urges, codependent issues, hold off on that, really be you and be alone, be yourself, and don't give it any of your attention. And very soon, this does look pretty romantic too, by the way, with that Knight of Cups. Then you might just get what you want by the end of the day. It might resolve itself. Because pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. Ooh, and religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So pay attention to the red flags, I feel like is actually more about yourself. I really do. I really feel like this is looking at yourself and looking at the role you're playing in the situation, whatever that is, whatever codependency you are being triggered into, whatever, just look at yourself. Don't even focus on anyone else or anything else, anything that looks great. No, bring it back to yourself. Bring it always back to yourself, because you might just get what you want by the end of the day. and this religious factors, this is definitely what develops out of this self-reflection. And that will determine how the last half of your day goes. Because not all of you, not all of you, but all of people are not going to make the right decisions from the first half of the day. They're going to shoot their shot and miss. They're going to blow their load. They're going to screw it all up, and they're going to let this overpower them. And it's going to be that spiritual belief that they're out in the cold and that they're not being taken care of by the universe, and that they're not looking at themselves and correcting what needs to be adjusted before they're really being allowed by Saturn and the universe to kind of proceed to the next level. Okay? But you guys will, because you guys showed up to your spiritual board meeting today, and you guys are building your own personal spiritual philosophies based on the wisdom accrued through your own painful experiences. Okay? I love you guys. That's basically it. Thank you so much for your support and your good karma exchange. I consider it an honor to serve you, and I am grateful every single day for that honor. So thank you again for your support. And until tomorrow, many, many blessings on your head, loves. Mwah. Everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a little insert. I got some downloads about, I felt the energy shift. So this is going to be an energy shift reading for Saturn retrograde. I felt it come through Friday night to Saturday morning. And I feel like it correlates with some downloads I got over the last few days. So she showed me the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is actually a chunk of text. You know how you see like the text and then the space in between the text lines? It's like this chunk of text, the Eight of Wands. And then she showed me the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is like a pending email. It's like a draft that someone wrote up. And it's sitting in, it's like a pending email, a draft sitting in someone's like outgoing or draft folder. So I don't know. We'll see what. Now, those downloads may have to do with the Saturn retrograde. It may not. I don't know. We shall see. Might be for something totally different. So I'm calling it now for the psychic slip game. The Knight of Pentacles, pending email, Eight of Wands, chunk of text. Okay. So I'm doing something a little bit exciting and different. So what I'm doing is we're going to get the energies for all 12 houses. So some of this can resonate. Ooh, sorry. It came out like this. First house, you and the self, someone's not moving on. This could be you, someone you're connecting to. And we're going to go all the way around in the circle, and we're going to pull clarifiers as well. So I'm going to wait till everything comes down. Ooh. And then do the second clarification. So in the second house, this is the money house. Two of Cups, 10 of Swords, 10 of Staves, 5 of Swords. That's financial trickery right there. That's some financial, that's like a romantic or best friend took advantage of you, took your money. Third house. Ooh, someone's vocal. King of Wands. Someone being vocal. Talking about taking action though. Maybe just talking about it. Okay, something came out. For the fourth house, ooh, home and family. 8 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords. That's really interesting. This is very karmic. The 8s are very, very karmic. Very karmic numbers. This is, I'm getting pedantic from this, the 8 of Pentacles, like too attention to detail, but with the 8 of Swords, it's like not. Let's get the 5th house. Ooh, I like that. Chariot for the 5th house. There's something that there's a good time you want to have. 6th house, we have 3 of Cups and the High Priestess. Something about the routines, the day-to-day. With maybe like, right on the floor, like overindulging, drinking too much or something like that. Okay, these came all the way out there. like really, really far away. Excuse me. 7th house. Ooh, I'm going to take them all, but it's a lot. The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, there's our Knight of Pentacles, there's that pending email, 7 of Staves, 8 of Cups, and the Empress. Wow. I feel like someone's trying to make their way from one connection to another connection, but directly opposing that first house. They're not ready yet. They're not really moving on. There's like, we'll get into it. 7th house, 8th house. It's in this 8th house. Ooh, yeah. Okay. 8th house is directly opposite the 2nd house. And remember that emotional, financial abuse, manipulation, definitely. I feel like someone's uncovered on this Scorpio full moon a financial boundary crossing, and it's like in a relationship, like in a love relationship, and now you're trying to get out of it. Or maybe someone you're connecting to is trying to get out of it and come towards you. 9th house, please. Why do I feel like that Chariot is relevant for this 9th house? What's this? 9th house. Hierophant in reverse. And the Hierophant is sort of like your philosophy, your religion, 9th house stuff. Someone doesn't believe in something anymore. Probably this connection. 10th house. What do we have for the 10th house? The Saturn retrograde. This is what they're thinking about. You or someone else reevaluating this connection that they were taking responsibility for. And ooh. Oh my God. Okay. This is interesting. 10th house. I mean, the career looks great though. And it's directly opposing this 4th house of, 4th house of home. So it's like, the attention really isn't in the home. It's really in the career. I mean, that's like the best that you've got going right now is like career stuff, or maybe your status in the world. Maybe you're receiving some sort of really great turns of luck, some sort of fulfillment in the career. 11th house, please. Oops. Okay, what's this? Ooh, 2 of Wands, making plans. Could be making plans with friends. Making plans with friends, maybe to travel, maybe to, because I'm getting a little bit of travel with this 5th house energy. 12th house, wow, oh my God. So this illusion that you've had about this person that financially abused you is coming to light for the purpose of healing, and this Saturn retrograde is all about letting that healing take place for you or for the person you're connecting to. Let's go ahead and clarify this, and then we'll see. Someone's having a difficult time moving on. And there's something with communication here. I feel like you're not talking to someone, or someone's not, it feels more like someone's not talking to you, though. But there's my pending email. That Knight of Pentacles is in the 7th house. They're nervous. I feel it. They're ashamed. They're ashamed. They have to get up the courage to face you. Let's take a look. Let's clarify the 6 of Swords in reverse, please. 6 of... Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, did you see that? Yeah, we got the Tower again. So 6 of Swords in reverse. We actually have the Queen of Swords, which is really, really interesting because we have, excuse me, I just came from outside. There's all kinds of bugs and little pieces of nature like all over me now. Okay. Sorry. So the 6 of Swords in reverse being clarified by the Tower and the 9 of Cups and then this Queen of Swords. I feel like they were formally not able to move on, formerly kind of stuck. But because of the Tower hitting, because this has come to light probably at the Scorpio full moon, because that's when things come to light, especially at the Scorpio full moon. Like full moons bring things to light, bring secrets to light anyway. But Scorpio full moon, it's going to be deep. It's going to be dark. 8th house stuff. So finances, debts, money you share with other people. they needed to have this tower moment in order to know how to strategize for their happiness. They weren't taking the, I hate to say it, but they weren't like being selfish enough or something. Like they had the rose-colored glasses on. They were really resistant to like the truth. But they had to see it for themselves. Why does this feel... Okay, it's the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles that makes me feel like there's like third party situation. Oh, there we go. And the Three of Cups over here. All right, let's take a look at this financial abuse over here. This Two of Cups, 2 tens, and then the Five of Swords. Tell me more about this second house, this money house, this partnership. 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords. I feel like they maxed you out, or someone maxed your person out, where they were ruthless, like they were merciless in overburdening. They could have made your person take on a lot of, damn, oh my God. It feels like they exhausted your person, made them take on responsibilities, crossing their financial boundaries, taking responsibility for them, just like taking. And it's come to light how ruthless this person has been. Look at that. But it's coming full circle. And with 10 and 10, I feel like this is, I'm getting 2 years. I'm getting 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. This is like this is either they've been together for a long time, or this is someone they go back to. Like this is like a saga. It feels like some sort of saga. So like at one point they were really simpatico, maybe like childhood friends or something, but it got really toxic. And so it's like a control mechanism for this person. It's coming to an end. It's ending. It's over. You know, the tower has hit. It's come to light. Oh, for some of you, she's telling me, for some of you, the financial abuse took place 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, coming out now. I'm getting the shivers right now. Can you guys see it? The shivers. That's so true for someone out there. And it's finally coming to a close. So let yourself breathe. Oh, if this is you, if you're that person in the situation, just breathe this out. You're rebirthing your values and where you're putting your money and where you're putting your responsibility, or your person is. And they're going to be taking it out of that other situation. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. But in the reverse, so this person was just deceptive all the way around. Let's take a look at the communication. This could be what's in the pending email. Yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah. We're connecting this over to the High Priestess, 3, 4, 5, in the 6th house. Yeah. They feel bad. This person regrets. It's almost like they met you in something routine, something really normal, maybe getting coffee, I feel like they either met you or acquainted you or got to know you better or spent time with you doing something very routine for them, maybe routine for both of you. This could be... I could be stopping at the coffee place, part of your routine, picking up dry cleaning, going to your favorite places, going to your favorite clubs, being part of some community. There's a clique here. There's a clique. So there could be a club association, a club affiliation, or a friend group where you go to hang out with your friends every whatever, and then the friend's friend brings another friend. That's how you met this person. But they regret this. They really do. They're going to communicate the regret they have about this. That's very interesting. It's getting fuller. This story is really getting full here. No, look at, she's still there. Weird. All right, let's take a look at the 4th house. This 8, they feel trapped. Oh, that's horrible. They feel trapped. Ooh, this person might have taken all their money. This love relationship. Tell me more about this 8 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. This was a karmic lesson for this person. Their Saturn retrograde is all about not taking responsibility for deceptive people in love relationships and like wasting themselves and really just like putting all of their money into this deceptive person. They could have actually If you're with, this person could have like taken out loans and credit and bought stuff in their name. Oof, ooh, that's painful. Because it's your credit. You know, they stop making payments, it's on your credit, or it's on your person's credit. So to clarify this, these two eights, we have, I'm going to take, we have Justice, Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Devil. I like how I said that, the Devil. Okay, so they do feel stuck. They do feel stuck. I am getting pedantic though. What is that about? Okay, she's saying that they're overthinking it. Someone is overthinking this situation, that they're creating this sort of, they're creating their own block essentially. They're going to come out of this. I mean, this energy is available to them. So free will above everything else. So if this person uses free will, if they don't use free will, it's totally up to this person. But it's available to them. Like all of this, like the Justice, and I'm sorry, I know everyone's nails look messed up, but I just don't like it. It really bothers me. There's a machine on Amazon that you just like put your hands in and it removes them with steam. If anyone's tried that, let me know, because I want to get one, and I kind of just want to do my own nails from now on. I just want to do my own thing. Anyway, sorry. Back to you. Sorry. So this energy is available to this person because I feel like there is something they're not letting go. The positive part of this is that they do have a cup of love to offer. This, even with this this is like ending. Like I would give the rest of this full moon energy like 2 weeks or so till May 22nd. May 22nd. After May 22nd, this pending email could go out to you. Give them a couple weeks for this dust to settle, because this is already the seed of the future. This is already an intention to speak the truth, offer my love, and set things right. This is already the seed here. This is already the seed of wanting to tell the truth, offer a genuine, sincere cup of love to the right person, you, who's like under their skin. Like they could have even like rejected you. Like they could have met you through friends and said, oh, I'm with someone, I can't really be with you. Chose the wrong person, chose the person that's financially abusing them. And then here in the home, it's interesting that it's showing up in the home. It could just be that they want a new stable foundation with you. But like they couldn't forget about you, even if, you know what I'm saying, even if this was like before, you know, COVID-19, they're not forgetting about you. So let's take a look at the Chariot here. This is 5th house. This is that dating house. Sex. Right as I said that. We have the 8 of Cups and we have the 2 of Staves. Yeah, this is so clearly traveling to see you, going to meet you, making plans to go be with you, leaving the current situation that they're in to go be with you, to go be with their real happiness. And the 2 of Staves is like looking at the partner. I feel like you guys are very far away, and not just because of COVID-19. I feel like you might actually be, like you might have met this person, could have met this person traveling. One of you could have been away from home, meeting the other person, something like that. Or it's just a very heavy emotional, where's my necklace? Oh, it could have just been a very emotional, it could just be a very emotional, energetic shift for them. That romantically they are moving on, they are crossing a very far distance to get to you so that they could really have a full cup to offer you. Because even if someone's out of a relationship, energetically they could still be so tapped out from this financial abuse that they have nothing to really give emotionally, energetically, spiritually to anyone. So it's not personal, it's just, what is that? I don't know what that is. So they just can't, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's either literal or figurative, or even both for some of you. but their heart's moving on already. Believe that. Their heart's already moving on, because this is like, that is messed up. That is bringing a major fallacy to the surface about someone they thought they were so in tune with. They thought this person was a soulmate. And because they thought this person was a soulmate, they tapped themselves out. They spent all their money. Or if it's you put all into it, pot invested. That's a logical fallacy. To keep putting into something because you already put so much into it and expecting it to go okay. That's the logical fallacy. Let's take a look at the 6th house. This is where they met you, I feel like. And it could have even been secret. This could have been like a secret. That sounds so nefarious. It could have just been, they met you and did you hear that? This huge bug just like tried to get in my boundary area, and he just like hit the glass. Okay, sorry. Weird. It was huge. It was like a monster. Okay, so they met you. Still in a relationship with someone else. Didn't tell anyone about it. Obviously didn't tell this person about it. Kept it hush hush. And that's why you're showing up as the third entity, the third man, Orson Welles. But it's interesting because they're going to communicate that to you. I don't think they told you. I don't think they told you they were with someone. They kept it hush hush. You were like, hey, new person, hey. You know, friendly, jovial. Friendly. I'm getting that you were friendly. They had the secret. Or you had the secret and you were like, I am not going to tell this person I'm with somebody, you know, but someone, okay? Yikes. Interesting. Okay, so let's get clarity on this. Let's clarify the High Priestess and the 3 of Cups, please. Tell me more about this. This is what they're reflecting on. She's bringing me back to the Saturn return. Yeah, they took the responsibility for the wrong. They were not taking responsibility for their own happiness. I feel like the Empress is the other person. Their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their steady, their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. I feel like that's who that is. I feel like they didn't tell you that they were already with someone, that they were already with... I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting really spoiled, and I feel like this Empress doesn't do anything. I feel like she just manipulates. Could be a he, but I feel like this person just manipulates this person into tapping themselves out financially, and that's why they're showing up as an Empress. Okay, let's take a look at this part, the 7th house. This is... Oh, we have double 8 of Cups here, actually. Double 8 of Cups... 7, 6 in the 5th house, yeah. They're trying to change partners here. They actually want to go towards the Queen of Pentacles. And the difference that I'm getting here between the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress is that they want to go towards someone that is creating and maintaining their own stability, as opposed to someone that they will have to support and provide for. Because it turned out to be a scam. It turned out to be a fallacy. It turned out to not be real love. I, knock on wood, have been so lucky, and I feel like it is just blind luck that I had not ever experienced that kind of financial abuse and love relationships. That's just like a whole... Let's not go to the dark side. Yeah, they're trying to switch this out. They're walking away from the Empress. They're asserting their right to happiness. And that's where they actually messed up in the beginning, is taking responsibility for their own happiness. They probably turned a blind eye to all this. Either they turned a blind eye to the financial abuse, or the cognitive dissonance, they could not fathom that someone so close could do that to them. Anyway, let's go ahead and clarify the 7th house. This Empress, 8 of Cups, 7 of Staves, Knight of Pentacles, Page of It's very enthusiastic. Page of Staves. Thirst for power. I'm getting the thirst for power. That's funny. Oh, Six of Cups. What else? Three of Swords. They're totally walking away. They feel empowered now because they've uncovered this financial abuse. This, this person, their love, their Empress did something so underhanded, and it's coming out now, and it's merciless. This person acted like an enemy, and that's what this Five of Swords is. It's like they were acting like an absolute enemy, sleeping with totally blowing this person's Tower moment. 2 towers here already, blowing this person's mind. And so it's empowering them to put an end to this nostalgia, this idealization, this rose-colored glasses. And Three of Staves, like, I'm out of here. I'm on the next. Where's the water Uber? I am out of here. There's a lot of travel indicated here too. Yeah, they want Queen of Pentacles. They want someone that I just heard makes her own money. They want someone who makes his own dang money. That means something to this person because of this financial abuse that took place. Wow. Ooh, okay. Wow. Whew. Whew. Yeah, 8th house. Let's connect. Let's clarify that double Three of Swords out here. 3 of Swords, please, for this 8th house, for this person. What do we need to know about this? 3 of Swords. Anything we need to know? Okay, there's a lot. 10 of directly across from the 2nd house, that 10 of Staves right there. With the Hierophant, where was that Hierophant? This is Hierophant upright. The 9th house is Hierophant in reverse with the Magician. Whoa. They maxed themselves out. They totally maxed. Oh my God. I'm getting. Oh my God. This could have been ongoing, but she's showing me that there was something pushing through. Like a last withdrawal, a last pull of money. And it happened like maybe even the same day, maybe like on the Scorpio full moon or the one day to the next, where they got a big chunk of money and then hours later it was uncovered, the abuse. I'm getting this feeling of like, I have to do this, I have to put it through, I have to transfer it, and like this person could have applied for credit for this other person. And you know what I'm saying? Like it like just totally put the pressure on them to uphold. They could have even been like, well, if you're serious about this, show me. If you're serious about this, put down the money. If you're serious about this, show it to me financially, show it to me concretely. And they made it happen. You were this person, someone made it happen, Magician, and they walked right into the trap. Messed up. Let's take a look at the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, they're totally reevaluating. Interesting. Page of Swords. They're totally test of integrity. They're totally reevaluating their belief system, their ethics, their morals, what they've believed in up until now. Page of Swords, I actually feel like they are looking to you for some of this. I feel like they're watching you, and maybe even how do I put this? They don't have to be looking at you specifically. They're still watching you. They're still watching you because in this 4th house, we have the Devil there. I feel like you're under their skin. Like they still can't stop thinking about you, you know? You're helping them. Your energy is helping them. to undo this programming. I feel like that's what that is. Let's take a look at the career, because that's the best thing that you or this person has going right now. This could even just be like the start of the Saturn retrograde. Ooh, it's right in my lap too. 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles again, double Page of Staves, and then double 7 of Staves. But at this point, there's a lot of cards on the table, so it's not so, you know. Where was that 8 of Pentacles? Directly opposing the 4th house. That Page of Staves was in the 7th. And so, okay, wow, that's actually kind of impressive, actually. So we have this Page of Staves and the 7 of Staves, the same glob that came out over here in the 7th house. This person is working on totally changing their life. Changing up, that's what they're pedantic about. That's what that is. They want to get it right. They want to get okay, this tower moment, this all had to happen. Like back in the 1st house, they needed this tower moment to happen so that they were forced into making the right decisions for themselves and really redesigning their foundations. Saturn. Going back and redoing the whole foundation thing, starting at 0, building it all up one brick at a time. And they're going to experience the career is actually helping them. The career could help them recover some financial loss that this, succubus, right? Has been like taking from them. And the energy vampire, this financial vampire, the career could be giving them some more. The career is giving them confidence and could be replenishing their coffers. It's coffers. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see, 10, 11th house, the 2 of Staves. 2 of Staves, 11th house. This is making plans. There we have it. There's our chunk of text. There it is. There's our chunk of text. I do feel like this is going to be rechanneled to me in the future, though. The 8 of Staves, this is your chunk of text. Making plans, 11th house, internet texting, that fits, Aquarian. 11th house directly opposing the 5th house, and we have the double confirmation with that 2 of Staves. They could be reaching out to you to make plans with you. They will, actually. We already know that. We already know that they're over it. They're getting over this hurt, this financial abuse, this pain. They're getting over it. They want the boundary between them and this toxic empress, man or woman, doesn't matter. And they're wanting to go towards someone that they could potentially trust. And that person that they could potentially trust is someone that makes their own money. I feel like this empress has like inherited wealth. So it's like they expected someone to just pay for everything all the time, you know, where that was just par for the course for them. A lot of manipulation. But I feel like they have that energy signature of being supported by someone else. Because the Empress could be inherited wealth where you can't help that. You're born. You know what I'm saying? You're just born who you're born. You can't help that you were born into a lot of money, you know? So but they just got toxic, got way toxic. And anyway, okay. So 11th house, I would expect communication from them. They're shamed. They feel so much shame right here. They feel so much regret. They're going to communicate that to you. So really, I feel like with this King of Wands, their ego is taking a huge hit. Because when they met you, you were nothing to them compared to the Empress. Well, look who's empressing now. Your Empress was a fake Empress. You know? Sorry, I don't mean to be like, about that. I'm just saying that this person is like tail between their legs. Very regretful. They didn't But they did not follow their intuition. Like, this is not just the secret that they were keeping. They had a feeling about you. They were trying to do the right thing and stay in their established connection. But if they had followed their intuition, they would have ended that connection before the financial abuse came to light and pursued you. But they didn't do that. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at this psychological Tower moment that your person or you, someone's going through. The Tower and the Sun, please. Tell us about this Tower and the Sun. So what is this that wants to come out? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is, you know what? People have to see it for themselves. They have to catch their spouses cheating, like in the act, butt naked. You know, okay, like that song Shaggy. You did it in the shower. It wasn't me. She even caught me on camera. It wasn't me. Like, this person had to see it. Like, so if you've been dealing with this, if you're in this third party situation, we need to come up with a new way to say that. Because it's forgivable, because we all can't help certain things, that things happen a certain way, you meet people, you know what I'm saying? So it just sounds so like, anyway, if you found yourself in this situation with someone, this person felt like, I can't do anything about it, I can't change. They were they were hyper focused on keeping this Tower upright with this Empress. I'm sure there were cracks in the foundation they were ignoring. And it's like this thing coming to light has totally blasted all of that away. It's blasted the way forward. It's actually empowered this individual to go towards their happiness guilt-free, because this person took advantage of them. However, they still have to figure out how to approach you and how to communicate with you, because they didn't tell you. And that was the messed up part. That was just the messed up part, that they just didn't tell you that they had someone else, that they were with someone else. If they told you, it would have been fine. But they didn't tell you. So now karma happened, because that's what karma does. Okay, I feel like this is just the beginning of this Saturn retrograde for this person. Let's go ahead and get the love oracle for you guys. A lot of lessons being learned here. This really feels like a reading for the person who is in between two people. So you're either the toxic Empress, you're the person choosing between two people that had to wait for this financial abuse to come to light before you can leave the toxic person and go towards the person that you initially felt like you were supposed to kind of go towards anyway. Or you're the Queen of Pentacles person that makes their own pentacle. Like, you're totally separate from this whole situation. Like, you're going to keep queening your pentacle. You're going to keep doing what you're doing. This person's going through HE double hockey sticks right now. Welcome to 4th grade. All right, what else? Do we have any? Is there any love oracle that wants to come out about the situation? Thank you. Love yourself first. This person, this is for you if you are in between two people and you've been financially taken advantage of. You have to love. This is a whole big lesson in loving yourself first, taking responsibility for your own happiness first. Self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Amen. Love yourself first. This also goes for Queen of Pentacles. This actually goes for everybody, but if you're Queen of Pentacles, when this person sends the email, sends the text, the chunk of text, they're going to communicate their broken pride. They're going to say sorry, and they're going to express that they are so sorry that they were not honest with you when they met you, that there was someone else. That's what they're going to start with. Pay attention to the red flags. That's another lesson to be learned here. The signs are cautioning you. If they don't start that way, that's a red flag. They need to start with taking responsibility for the role they played in the situation. So if they don't take responsibility, that's a huge red flag. and they're not ready to approach you. Because then the last thing you need is to be deception under that. Last thing you need is to be involved with someone who's like in this like messy energy. Okay. Let's get Moonology. Yeah, this really kicks off this beginning of the Saturn return for somebody. But I feel like they're going to be way more empowered to move on. Like in the house of the self, this person's physical self, they had to have that tower moment hit. They had to, and it's like they had to be forced by karma and the universe to put themselves first and to put their own happiness first and to not spend all their money, spend all their resources putting into someone else that totally ruthless too. Someone was totally ruthless in taking this person's money, taking advantage. Is there any Moonology for this situation? Need other advice for this situation? Any other advice? Is there any other advice regarding this person or the Queen of Pentacles? Right as I was saying, Queen of Pentacles, your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. A personal issue reaches here. New Moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Queen of Pentacles, even if you are this main person going through this, your career is the best. Your career, the work you're doing in the outer world is the best happening in life right now. Personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Just wait for that. Just wait for that anaretic degree eclipse, Cancerian eclipse coming up in July. Just wait. That's going to be fun. Personal issue reaches resolution. That's coming full circle. About being deceived like this in a romantic relationship. That's that personal issue reaching resolution. And then it's time to take action. Wow. I wonder if if they're gonna communicate with you soon. I wonder. Why am I being drawn to the eyes here? Just right now, I never look at the details of these. I only read the words kind of a little bit. But look at these eyes. They're just really doughy. Look at that. You guys, the screen actually froze on this image on my end. So I had to stop and start re-recording. But it just froze like right there. Isn't that crazy? I get a kick out of this stuff. It's time to take action. I wonder, there's something, I feel like they must look at you online. I really feel like that with the Page of Swords and this devil energy. Actually, devil with Queen of Pentacles. It's pretty earthy. It could be Capricornish energy. It could be dealing with an Aries, Capricorn, Libra, or Cancer. Or they could have those placements. There's something mesmerizing about the eyes, though. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll pick this up. Ooh, luck is on your side. Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay, so if you are Queen of Pentacles and this person comes in, they're going to start with the regret. That's where you want them to start, is by saying, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you that I was with someone. It blew up in my face. That's all you need to say. Then what they should be moving into is more of this, of trying to make it right with you and trying to balance this out. And at least offering you the truth, offering you justice, offering you the correct attention that you deserve. Undivided. And what you choose to do from there is your business, okay? Okay, my loves. This was a cool little insert. I don't know what the rest of the daily is going to be like, so I hope you enjoyed this Saturn retrograde energy shift reading. And okay, guys, bye.